Good morning, Jon Wilson from Orbital Fasteners here again. Just thought I would enlighten you with some projects that we are doing at the moment and the way that we are going about them. These industrial units don't have an easy access door, which means that we have to keep the roller shutter over the winter. So we're installing these very heavy industrial doors. These were made by a customer of ours, a company called Creighton Son Ltd in Stanmore. As you can see, they're very heavy duty and very wide. The handles that we fitted are just made from some pieces of key clamp, and we have secured them using nylon threaded rod and nuts. The reason for this being is that if somebody wanted to tie a rope to the door to try and pull the door out, the net result would be the handle would just fly off. Nylon is sometimes useful if you want something that will work but shear off in adversity. The method of fixing this door is we use these concrete screws. These are typically used in the installation of double glazed windows or door frames, and that is what we've used them for here. As you can see, they're quite easy to install. You just drill a hole into the masonry and wind them in using the Torx bit. Something else that happened while we were cutting this door out is it became apparent that this wall has got no lateral head restraints on it. So when the door aperture was cut out, this wall was wobbling. So to stop that, we have fabricated some steel which connects into the frame of the doors and connects up here into the steelwork underneath. For these, I've used some screws which are, in my opinion, a bit of a forgotten hero in the world of fasteners. I will explain a little bit more about those in a moment. The vacuum cleaner word, as Hoover is the vacuum cleaner for these screws, is tap tight, but that is a brand name, and to try and not get myself into trouble with the brand holder, I'll try not to mention it again. All right. These frames have to be drilled to accept the concrete screws, and they also have to be countersunk also. Recently, we have been introduced to this 4-cutter countersink, which is a Ruko product, R-U-K-O, and I have been really surprised at the efficiency and speed that these cut the countersink. So I thought I would just share it with you. Now that works much faster than any other countersink that I have ever used. Right, over here I'm going to give you an explanation of these Trilobular screws. This is a product that's, I'm sure, familiar to all of you. The section of the screw is very much shaped like a Toblerone bar box, but with the end a little bit tapered in. So here we are fitting this bracket to this upright. This is a floor bracket where the screw will go into the concrete, and this will be fitting up here. So I've drilled these with 12mm holes, and into the upright steel I've drilled holes of 9.4mm. The right diameter screw drill hole is essential when using this screw. I don't know whether you can see the trilobular shape of it. But as I say, it's very much like the Toblerone bar box shape. So we just insert the screw into the hole and wind it up. Possibly what I should have done, which I usually do but I've forgotten to do, is I usually lubricate the hole a little bit, or alternatively spray some lubricant over the screws. Yeah, they would have gone in a lot faster had I remembered to lubricate them. But there you go. It's a very good product as far as I'm concerned. It's just a shame that the biggest diameter that's available, as far as I know, in the UK and indeed anywhere, is only 10 millimeters. They come in hexagon, countersunk, panhead. I think that's it. But it's a very useful product, and we do sell at Orbital quite a lot of these because we're one of the very few people that actually keep them. So everybody, I hope that that's been some useful information, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.